Alright, it looks like it's working. So what do you want to start with? Bottom shell, I assume?
Yeah, I'll probably start with that.
But yeah, YouTube, we're going to be putting together a laptop from pieces off the internet. How fun. Not the cheapest thing in the world, but that's the bottom shell. Don't need that till last. So now we got to figure out how in the hell does the screws and the hinges go onto this. That's nice. I don't know how that's supposed to actually go. Because that's supposed to be like right here from what I know. Huh. That's interesting. Well, there's the bottom shell anyways. Not an Intel-based laptop, but it will be AMD. There's the bottom shell. So now we need to find the top shell, I assume. Probably go from the top down because we need a... well, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, so that'd probably be the...
I would assume because, yeah, the hinges would go onto these.
Yep. Yeah, there's a screw in there.
And yeah, I've got my friend here to help me because, well, I'm not the greatest at this mess I've endeavored. I think this isn't the top shell, is it? Oh no, this is. So here's the top shell. So this should just magically sit here. And it does, actually. Right? Or like down.
The keyboard on top. Yeah, that should...
I mean, it looks and feels right. I know it screws in from this side. Positive. From what I know of the videos. I mean...
Yeah, they should have posts on the hinges that the screws go into.
Okay. Well, there's two screws right there, but those I don't seem to mess with. They just don't look like it's going perfectly aligning is the nice thing. Well, that might have. Yeah, that seemingly fixed that side, so. I think this got slightly bent is the sign.
Yeah.
You know, they're hinges, so that's gonna happen. Might have to have you readjust all that. As I drop signs. Yes, we are putting Wi-Fi 6 in this. Yeah, I might have to readjust this. I'm not having the greatest of luck.
Yeah, these hinges are new, they're super stiff.
Yeah, that's what I want, but I might have to just screw one in and try and fight the other one. And don't worry, there's no screen in this at the moment, so. Some of the issue I'm having is one of these don't want to go in. But it looks like it's fine. But anyways, we're just going to have to figure out what screws we need.
Yeah,
just screw it in. And
once it gets screwed in, it should
let me get me a flashlight of some kind. Where's my phone? You got one? Yeah. So, does it say on this side? 2.5 by 7? Huh? Okay, so maybe not. Well, we definitely need to screw it in from this side, I would think. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a whole packet of screws that we have no idea because they're not marked. We are literally building this from parts on the internet, so probably not wise to do this. Even though it was about a $300 savings when you consider what this will have in it. Of a 4 terabyte, 64 gigs of RAM, a 3070. So, you know, these laptops are about 1,400 plus. When you buy it with just a 5, 12, 16 gigs of RAM, so that's why we went this obstinate way. Trying to think what's the best way to dump these out. Well, actually, let's not use tape that we are going to have to use. I just want to use the tape so they don't splatter when we dump them like this. I know it's going to be the silver ones. I know that for the... I'm pretty sure anyways. Yeah. But which silver ones?
Yeah, probably just pop a couple in and see if they...
Because... Yeah, well, yeah, and we also don't have a measure. But I did get this kit because of this. So, I would assume that it's probably these little guys. Because these look like the ones in the video I watched. The best thing we could try and do is this. And yeah, I also have a small kind of cold. So, that's why I sound deeper and raspier than normal. Let's see... So there's 4 of these type, it looks like. 3 of those type. This is going to have one of those on the motherboard, I believe, because this goes right here. Okay. How many more silvers do we have? Well, we're up to 5 of those. 4 of those. 6 of those now. I'm sorry about the coughing. It's just... Well, there's the warranty sticker, so... That's, Not sure where that could go. There's only 1 of these, so that's probably like SSD or something. Is it 7 of that one then? This one looks different slightly. Like the shreds on it look bigger. Oh wait, no, this one's an oddball. That goes with that set. This is an oddball. So that might go into the clip. Well, that's in our silver boy. So is that one. See, this was the only headache that we were figuring we were going to have, was this mess of mine. The black ones are going to be a real annoyance. That's a weird colored one. There's silver that looks like these over here. Well, let's see. How many holes do we got? We got 6. And we got 6 of these. Does that make the most sense?
Yeah, thinking those might be too shallow for that.
Oh, and we have an actual screwdriver kit off a frame. It's not an iFixit, but I'm still gonna try and use this metal one, see how good it is. Well, apparently it's very good. I can drop it. I have suddenly now beat Linus. So let's see. Well, I just went right through.
Yeah, I think that one might be too short. I think it's usually these for the hinges.
Is this not magnetic? Doesn't seem like it. So try one of these then. Unless we need more parts in the well, that just fell right through. I wonder if we need like the hinge cover, but that don't make sense because I'm seeing these screwed on. Well,
that could be.
Well, unless we got to screw it in from the top. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I've had some go to the top too.
Because I know I've seen some that goes to the bottom. I don't know where my phone went. I'd try and maybe do some Google searching. Because, I mean, there's a marking on this side about 2.5 by 7. So if it's 2.5 by 7, in theory, it should be this here. In theory. We might have one. Sorry if I'm doing this off frame, guys. I'm no good at YouTube. So, the screwdriver's garbage. It's too short. Well, that went in decently. So let's just, I guess, put those in. I'm actually gonna get a better type of screwdriver that's longer because that's, my hands don't like it. I'd review this screwdriver kit, but this thing is kind of not the greatest. Bits fall out of it all the time. Where's the bigger ones? Up here. We probably want a pH0. Yeah, that's standard. Make sure it's loose enough and then tight. And the reason we got alcohol too off of frame is because we're gonna clean off the Cernal paste and put PTM 7950. So. Yeah, that feels a lot better. All right. Yeah, this might be a really long video, and I might have to split it because we don't know where any of these screws go. We're kind of just bullshitting and guessing. So, I mean, does it say anything else? No. I wonder if we're supposed to put 2 in or not.
It looks like it's got 2.
Yeah, it's got all these holes in it though. My worry is there's a long skinny box here, right? We'll just get this put somewhere. That's empty stuff. We're kind of disorganized. I also got an 80-watt battery for this, so that's what's in this box. This is the hinge cover. So, yeah, a lot of boxes, a lot of parts. It's a mess. So the reason I'm concerned is because of those. There's screw mounts in this. So. Oh, okay. So this is really cool. So where these go in is right here. So actually, yeah, I think we put 2 of these longer ones in from this side. But I think we're gonna have to open it to get to those other 2. Because I don't know if you guys can see, but there looks to be one right there. And same on the other side. So, I'm not sure. No, can't do it from that side. So that, can I get it in there? Did I lose the screw?
Those are always fun to deal with.
Yeah. Let's try this. Oh, maybe. So you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. trying to do. It's nice that Lenovo actually marked all that. Speaking of which, I actually don't know if this is an official case or not. I would assume that all these are OEM parts that have just been shucked off of not working or, you know, refurbished and remanufactured parts, I would assume. The motherboard is supposed to be new, but, you know, how is that possible when it's supposed to be? So, I mean, you can say I'm not really exactly building a laptop as much as I'm putting one back together as I sap my finger. Good thing I'm hard-skinned, or otherwise we would have to cut the video. We'd have blood all over YouTube again. Yeah, I could feel the screw in all the way in. That's some of why my finger's down there at the bottom. So, yeah, I'm going to say those two are right. It's nice that the hinge actually came with the 2 screws. Don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. So, in theory, that's the clam built. Already pretty nice looking. I actually want to check. Oh, yeah, it says Legion right there. So, this is definitely OEM. So, that's awesome to know. So, yeah, these are probably all OEM parts. I also don't know what flavor the keyboard is, other than it's US. So, we have no idea if it's American or white, blue, RGB. So, and yes, the motherboard is not that thick, but this is the giant box. Here, I'll see if I can lift this up. See, giant box for a little tiny motherboard. Don't worry, I ain't gonna get it. We ain't doing no face reveals here, not yet. Maybe much later down the road when my channel's at like 10K. And we'll do the battery last because, well, it is the first part you're supposed to remove, so we're doing this kind of in reverse order. So, I also, out of frame, got this for 30 bucks, which is supposed to be OEM, 230, which is right for this model. This is the 5800 laptop and all that, if I didn't mention it. So, remove the hinge cover, move this garbage. And we're going to wrap the motherboard. See, this makes you guys any nervous. I'm handling a, mind you, $650 piece of hardware like it's a toy. Yeah, the motherboard was the heatsink and all that. We'll just round that to like 700 bucks. So, no, this laptop was not cheap. We'll go into the details of that probably at the end of the video. But I have not actually got to see this because it's the first time unwrapping it. But, oh wow, it did actually come with that plate. I was not sure. So is this the right model? It looks right. See, what I didn't know, because they didn't show this in the picture, they actually had a piece up here. So, yeah, I don't know what the difference is. Oh, I also did get the RAM plate. It's in somewhere over here. Right here. So, I do have the EFI shield. But, no wireless card, but I've already got one. No wireless card. We got one of them. Got a heatsink. So, I don't know what about that weird metal. Oh, it's like a tinfoil hat. Okay. Guess that's to protect it. But I want to make sure there's no connections on the back other than, oh yeah, just the speakers. But, you know, I don't have speakers, by the way. That did not come with the bottom shell, as you can clearly see. So, yeah, that's the motherboard. I'll be letting him probably install this and all that. But the metal clip is supposed to just go over this like that. So. Oh, wait. We actually are missing a piece of the motherboard. Hold on. Right here. The other piece of it. This actually has to go in first because if it doesn't, we won't be able to put this in later. That's actually a stupid quirk with laptops because ever expanding, they can go this way, So because of that, the ribbon cables can be X, Y, and Z lengths. But the problem is, it plugs in on the bottom of the board, that connector. So I believe, let me check. Come on, let's set the motherboard down. I don't want to drop that. Oh, there is one screw in this. Oh, we got a free screw, man. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's not a free screw. That's the M.2 screw. That's nice. I was like, wait, what? So, yeah, that goes in somehow. Now, I will not be screwing this in because, well, like I said. Okay, so, yeah, it goes in like that. Okay, so it means that the cable, the shiny pin up. Try not to touch the die. Get this in frame. Yes, I'm using my fingernails. No, I do not use tweezers. I've never broken a cable. All right, so that feels pushed in all the way. There we go. If the USB doesn't work, then we know it didn't work, so. This is kind of what I meant by ever expanding, so this will probably crimp it somehow. I think the heatsink just screws into the motherboard, I would assume, right? Oh, no, actually. Yeah, the motherboard, okay. So, this is probably the part where I should let you get the heatsink out of all that foam over there.
This one?
Yeah, this is the part where I brought my friend along because I don't do this part of this stuff. I know setting this on top of the battery box is not smart, but actually, hold on. I got a better box. We're gonna set this on top of the actual motherboard box, and we're gonna let him do the PTM 7950, all that. We got alcohol, 99. We've got Q-tips. This is his problem, not mine. Because I didn't know that the sand-offs for the mountain was in there. So yes. I'll get the 7950 out of the fridge for him. It should be cold enough that it don't liquefy. I got a knife somewhere here too to open the package. See who texted me. Sorry, annoying people. Okay. I'll just tell them. My grandma's busy at the moment. So. Once the heatsink's on the motherboard, that'll make things actually installation probably a little easier. If I don't slice my finger open. As funny as that would be on the cam. Don't do that on a battery, fool. Good God, that'd be hilarious. Start a fire. Who wants to see a lithium fire today? Anybody? There we go. Hey, this finally came off the knife. Oh yeah, and you get finger condoms if you really want them.
Oh yeah, the infamous guitar pick. That's what I always used to use.
Yeah, and the funny thing is we're not using the guitar pick on pulling this thing apart because we don't need to. But yeah, Honeywell 7950. It's Chinese. It was $8. Oh yeah, and we don't have to worry about the CMOS battery because I'm pretty sure that's this connection. So the only thing that's on the bottom is this. Really nice Lenovo. I applaud. But I'm gonna move this battery so he feels safe and doesn't get a shock or something funny. But
yeah, so that's looking.
Yeah, he'll have to remove the original thermal paste off the dies, and we're using this. It's been chilled and probably for more than 10 minutes, but should be easy enough. He's got a knife. He's got everything. So.
Oddly enough, yeah, looks like those are covered.
Yeah, I just want to use PTM 7950 so it gets better thermals than my 14-inch. And no, I still have not fixed my 14-inch laptop, hence why this happened. So.
We got some wipes in there, looks like.
Yeah, we got Q-tips, we got 99. I got anything I thought you might need. I'm stuck over here trying to build something quick. Hopefully the camera will pick up what I'm doing over here. I just don't want to sound too raspy. That would be funny, but not that funny.
We got two. Oh, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Removes dirt, removes dirt. Got a wet one and a dry one.
Yeah. Like I said, you know, you got alcohol, you got Q-chips, all the cool stuff.
And that'll be. Alright, so try to get this old paste off of there.
And the paste isn't bad or anything. It's a brand new cooler that I bought from China, but like I said, I want the better thermals, and that's why I'm having him do this. So
Those are definitely.
here, I'm gonna move this slightly so you can see what he's doing.
Oh yeah, that's on there.
And yeah, I don't mind his really long fingers and stuff. I really want to see him grab up a DualSense controller and see how small it looks finally. That's what we're doing today. We've got more things we got to build and put together. I've actually got a Lego car we're going to put together probably. If we got time today. So. Yeah, I'm not worried about the thermal pads or any of that. And see, we got leftover PTM 7950. I plan to use it on the SSD. I bought a 4 terabyte for this. So, fun stuff. I also didn't check to see if the fans were screwed to the plate like it's supposed to be. Because, yeah, these are supposed to be screwed to the bottom. So yeah, those are really hard to replace without actually taking the motherboard out or, yeah. That's probably why there's actually screw mounts in the motherboard for the heatsink, would be my guess. But I can't believe they sent me a slightly different motherboard than what I had bought. I think this might be the newer revision though. I'm not entirely sure. I did as much research as I could, but yeah. Fun stuff. And I don't know if this would be easier applying it to the die and then flipping it over or to those, to the heatsink. But no, the only things I've ordered from eBay was the motherboard, RAM, SSD, battery. There's some other little niche stuff like the screw pack and stuff I bought. Most everything came from AliExpress, so.
She be clean.
Alright. Now you got this fun stuff. Again, it should be chilled, it should be usable. Just be warning that stuff. Once it gets warm, it literally turns to liquid. That's why I said I don't know if it'd be easier applying it to these directly.
Yeah, I would do it on the die directly.
See, I don't know anything about like thermal applications. That's why I'm again having him do it, because that's not my world of expertise. Mine is kind of just taking things apart, cleaning them, putting them back together.
So for
So.
this, probably have to cut that down
Yeah.
to make it match.
Oh, and there's plastic on both sides of it. So
That's...
yeah, I've watched some insulation guides. I sent him one as well. So. And sorry, the view is not better. It's just that you guys are literally sitting on top of a box, and I'm just sitting here and trying to make sure that if he needs help, that I can. Yeah, no, I didn't know about the GPU, why it's diagonal.
Yeah, that's...
Instead of, I mean, it's going to cover the die anyways, but it's really weird how they cut that. That is not how they showed it. Here, I'll actually get a better video.
That's very strange.
This, yeah, I don't know. I would assume it doesn't matter because the core die should be covered, so that's all I care is the core die being covered. But yeah, I don't know how or why they did that when it was supposed to be like this orientation. So.
Yes, scissors.
And I know the 3060 that was for is no different. Scissors. That's a question. I have a knife, but I don't know if there's scissors. Yeah, I don't see scissors. Yeah. So. Yeah, I don't got scissors. Sorry. What particular, what you're trying to do?
Oh, to cut it to...
Oh.
Just so it's perfectly over the...
You don't think the knife is sharp enough?
It might be, should be.
What's this?
Might have to have something to cut it over.
What the hell?
What's that too?
That's weird. Oh, I wonder if that's one of the signs of... Huh. Well, it's foam and some kind of, like, copper. It's weird. We'll just set that over here.
Weird. Yeah, we might have to take an empty box and just try to cut it over that box.
This is empty.
This one here.
That was the motherboard. I got it more empty boxes if you need. So.
Plastic on both sides still.
Yep. And it's been chilled. I'm gonna hold this up slightly so you can get a good shot of what he's doing here.
So if we do about there, wish we had a way to mark it.
Yeah, because we don't want to cut it on top of the die. That would be very bad.
We'll go, if we have to, a little bit too big just in case.
Yeah, because I don't think it's conductive, I don't believe. I mean, it's phase changing goo, so.
They go through, oh shit.
I mean, there's sharper knives maybe in the drawer. Scissors probably would have been better, but yeah, I don't know where scissors are. I only have knives at the moment.
Yeah, that might be an issue with that knife. It might, the way it's cutting it, it's not piercing it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's about the same probably.
Oh, actually, hold on, guys. I might have scissors. Hold on. I might be able to fix this.
Yeah, I think that'd be better. Absolutely have to have scissors for that. Just a little bit of it.
So I remembered that I went to fix my hair, you know, on the front of my head, and remembered I had scissors. And yeah, I'm out of breath. I ran with scissors. I'm not smart. But they're safety scissors, so I'm not entirely worried.
That's much better.
I know the camera angle is going to be bad. I got to get a drink, guys. My last camera beer was cold.
Damn, these things are
Yeah.
kind of shitty.
Gotta be careful getting the drink inside of the view of the camera, though.
Yeah, these are super dull.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, that was... Yeah, these are bad.
Yeah, see, he's gonna struggle. Sorry if I'm getting in your way. I'm trying to.
Oh shit. Yeah, those are really dull.
Uh-oh. I don't know of any fucking kitchens. So I can go look some more.
We're just about dead on, but yeah, these are super dull.
Oh, got plenty of fire. I wonder if any of these knives would work.
We can try.
I mean, that one's serrated. I'm not sure. These look kind of specific.
Damn.
Sorry about the no tools thing.
Oh yeah, this is a serrated one.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't know where. I thought there was kitchen scissors here somewhere. Well, oh.
I was able to get it to there, but I think if I cut any more with that, it's gonna ruin it. That might actually mess it up.
Yeah.
Just about there, actually, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to might have to go grab a pair of scissors. These guys are just way too dull. I think that's gonna be the only way, because with that plastic on there, trying to cut it even with a knife is gonna...
Yeah, we got...
It's gonna ruin it.
Yeah, we need to save a little bit of it for the SSD, possibly. I mean, yeah. Well...
Shoot.
I might have to run off and go grab some scissors quick.
Yeah, we need some super sharp scissors.
All right, well, I guess there'll be a part 2 of this soon, and because we are going to finish it today, it's just, yeah, need scissors. So, see you guys later.